Hello? 700? Pretty good. You love to see it. Bye-bye. Hey my dudes, Drunk the Bro here, back again with probably the most disgusting Twinblade build I've ever seen in this game. Now, I did not come up with this myself, this was requested during my subathon livestream. I was really impressed with it, so I decided to remake it at 168 and make a YouTube video about it, and it is very, very impressive. I'm sure you will agree. So we're using twin knight swords here. Now, I don't necessarily know if this would be better with a different twin blade, but it's pretty damn good with this one. I like it a lot. So the gist of this build is to put bleed on the twin blade. Already pretty fucking strong on its own. You know, twin blades do multi-hit, so you get a lot of bleed buildup off of them. But then you add in barbaric roar here, which gives you a bunch of damage, a bunch of defenses, and more importantly, a special R2. This right here seems to, most of the time, true combo depending on how much poise the opponent has. I'm sure you can see how devastating this could be if all 3 hits land with a bleed build, especially if you've already hit them with the twin blade multi-hits and all that. Now, the thing about this is it has hyper armor. So you've got a perfect shredding moveset right here with the twin blade with the bleed on it, and then you've got, you know, a hyper armor attack that true combos and is almost guaranteed to make the bleed go off. Now we're boosting it with all kinds of stuff here, multi-hit talismans to make the damage skyrocket, especially with the multi-hit, you know, twin blade thing. We got this to boost our two-handed attacks, because, like, it's the best talisman in the game, I think. There's no reason not to have it on, like, any build that you're two-handing with, and who the fuck one-hands a twin blade in this game? You pretty much only use it two-handed anyway. Now we've got the Roar medallion here to boost the Roar and the R2 that comes along with the Roar, so it's doing quite a significant amount of damage. Also, the Highland Axe does the exact same thing, just by having it in your offhand. Here I got the Fashion, the passion for fashion. And here I got the stats. We got 45 arcane to meet the cap for bleed build-up scaling. Then we've got the rest into strength up to 54 to get the maximum two-handing bonus. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory, I think. Don't mind the incantations there. I'm not really using them, so, you know, I just forgot to take them off the build. But yeah, let's take this thing into Invasions. I'm sure you'll be pretty impressed with it, like I was. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're cool, and dislike if you dislike it, or just don't fucking do anything. By the way, I got some important stuff to talk about at the end of the video, so you can stay tuned for that. Or don't, it's up to you. L2. L2 fun. Really love L2. Oh shit. I should have known he was gonna just do jump attack. As they always do. Thank God that guy was an idiot. They could have got me right there if they were just a little bit smarter. But that's unreasonable to expect. Bye-bye. Get shredded. Thanks for playing. Look at those rolls. Oh my god. Majestic fucking creature over here, dude. He's got the lobotomy sword. Wow. Very cool. Fuck you, buddy. I press R2. Host go bye-bye. Dude! I cannot see anything. Help. That's their strategy, is to not let me play. They're like, we'll spam him so much that he can't fucking move, he can't fucking see, he can't fucking think. We'll throw all the pretty colors at the invader and he'll go away like magic. I'll wait my turn. Like a good little bot. I'm not a bot, but I'll pretend to be one of you guys. Get the fuck out of here. I think this deserves a teabag. I want to play the Oblivion remake so bad, but my situation demands that I wait. Jump attack. We're swinging out a hit stun. Jesus Christ, what is that thing? Fuck. Isn't there a bear up here? Oh, there's these things. Let the spam begin. Oh shit. And God clapped his hands and said, let there be spam. Yeah, cheese that, motherfucker. How you like me now? Fucking piece of shit. All of y'all getting teabagged, dude. All of y'all. Fuck you. Spam somewhere else. Go play a different game. Like Cthulhu. Oh, not Billy again, no! These are the same guys. I press L2. And Beta go bye-bye when I press L2. L2 funny. We love L2. L2 funny. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That's what makes it fun. Bye-bye. Oh shit. He's just standing there menacingly. Oh. Oh no. He was just waiting to do that. You're just waiting to fucking spam obnoxious fucking spells, aren't you? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Bye-bye. When I started the stream today, we waited 10 minutes for an invasion. Drunk smash! Drunk smash! Every single host be spamming that same lightning bolt every time. Oh shit. Hey, these are the guys that spammed Rancor at me earlier today. Same guys. L2 funny. We love L2. I'm waiting until you're ready to play, bud. Fuck you! Put the L2 down! Shut the fuck up! Hey my dudes, I hope you enjoyed the YouTube video. I do enjoy making them for you. But I gotta talk about some pretty important stuff. A little bit of a update on what's going on with me. And I gotta talk about kind of a crisis that I'm still in. I don't have soundproofing and I'm recording this commentary in the daytime, so there is going to be some background noise. Sorry about that. So, as most of you know, like 4 or 5 months ago, I was forced to basically move on very, very short notice. Had to find a new apartment, basically. Now, that's not such a big deal when you know it's going to happen, but this kind of came out of nowhere, so I was in a bad situation. I was basically fucked. You know, I sure as shit did not have the funds to move. Thankfully, I have the best community on this entire platform. When you guys heard about what was going on, a lot of you guys decided to help out and support me in different ways to stop me from being homeless, basically. A lot of people became members, a lot of people donated, and we did raise just enough for me to get a new place, and I did. I am forever grateful to those of you that helped out in that situation, because if it wasn't for y'all, I would straight up probably be homeless right now. I am still here, and the YouTube channel is still here because people were very generous, and I never forget that type of shit. To get this new apartment and to pay for everything in relation to that, it costed me almost 4,000 bucks, which is crazy, but unfortunately that's pretty normal in this day and age if you're trying to get an apartment. 4,000 bucks is a crazy amount to someone like me. I grew up poor and I've never really been particularly well off. Even when I started doing YouTube for a living, I'm, just barely making it, living a pretty average life, about the same as I made when I worked in the factories before, so nothing special. I'm just a working class guy. That's a lot, and I wouldn't have had that at all if it wasn't for you guys. That few thousand bucks I needed to move pretty much cleaned me out. I basically had nothing left over. Nothing. I was basically broke. I used up all the money we raised to move and also what little I could scrounge up. Despite the terrible position that the move put me in, basically having no funds at all, broke, I said, I can recover from this. At least I'm not homeless, I have a place to work with, I can do YouTube still. I thought it was going to be alright. And it kinda has been alright, but also not really. I'm kind of in a dire situation now. Now, for pretty much any YouTuber, their revenue is going to go up and down based on what time of year it is and luck and which way the winds are blowing. You can't really predict how it's going to go. You just have to hope. Some months are good, some months are bad, some months are average. Unfortunately, for the past 4 or 5 months, ever since I've been living here and right after the move until now, I've had extremely mediocre or less than mediocre months here on YouTube. I have not been able to recover from the move at all. I have not been able to build up anything. I've been just ever so barely scraping by. You're probably wondering why the last few months have been so mediocre, and it's mostly because I keep getting demonetized. Also, it's just kind of luck as well. The reason I stopped making YouTube videos as much is because they keep getting demonetized, so I focus on streaming, and that's a lot better, but it still doesn't completely remedy the problem. In order to survive as a YouTuber, you need both YouTube video ad revenue and community support, and combine them together. That's the only way to survive, really. All that being said, I'm pretty much down to the wire. I'm having a really fucking hard time. I would like to recover from moving so, I can start saving up for the Nintendo Switch so we can play Duskbloods on this channel, and that's a pretty pricey thing in and of itself. I also need other things like soundproofing so I can make better content and also start my second channel about history. It'll be called Genghis Dong. And also, if anything breaks right now, I'm just fucked. I won't be able to replace any of it. Like, being in this position, just barely scraping by and surviving, is not very good. It's really not. And to be fair, if I didn't have to move, I wouldn't be in this position at all. Moving took everything I had. If it wasn't for that, I would be able to tank demonetization, I could withstand it, and push through the hard times a lot easier than I have been. At the same time, I do have to be thankful because if I was still working in a factory or a regular job, I'd be making about the same every month, but without the community to help during hard times. And I would literally be homeless because there would be, no way for me to acquire the funds to move in the first place. I digress. This YouTube channel is very important to me. I've spent about 4 years of my life on this channel. More importantly to me is the community. That's my favorite part of it. That is the community aspect, basically. The situation is a bit precarious, and I would like this YouTube channel to continue on until Duskbloods and on to the next big Souls game, and we can play those games, and I'll make YouTube videos and streams, and it'll be a great time, but I do have to preserve this while the times are bad. As you guys know, this channel would not be around at all if it wasn't for your support. I wouldn't be able to do this full time, and more importantly, I wouldn't even have a place to do YouTube. That being said, because of the circumstances now, your support means more than ever. Whether you're somebody that supports my channel already, or if you're someone that's thought about it but hasn't, now would probably be the best time to do so. If you have the means and you want to, I would really appreciate it considering the circumstances. It makes a lot bigger difference than you may realize. If you would like to help me dig out of this financial hole, you can leave a super chat on a live stream or a super thanks on a YouTube video, maybe even this YouTube video. You can also become a member. That helps quite a bit. If like 5% of you became members, I would never have to worry about getting demonetized again. I'm not expecting that to happen, but just making the point that every little bit counts. Also, you can support me via Buy Me a Coffee. If you would rather not do it through YouTube, you can do it directly on Buy Me a Coffee. I will link that below. And if you don't want to do any of that, or you don't have the means to, fair enough. This is only for people that, want to do it and they have the resources to do it. Believe me, I understand. Not everybody can throw money at YouTubers, and yeah, I get it, but I thank you for watching the channel either way. Anyways, my dudes, if we can persevere the next 2, 3, 4 months to the beginning of next year, we should get Duskbloods, we should get Tarnished Edition, and most importantly, we should get the next big Souls game with PvP if we're lucky, and Miyazaki doesn't hate us that much. I feel like with this excellent community, it can be done. We can persevere through the difficult times to the better times ahead. I appreciate everything you guys do to keep this channel going, and I hope you have a good rest of your life.